I think if you want to talk about awesome bands on third party, you got to talk about Blank Stare. They're probably my favorite. I love them. But yeah, it's just cool because, I mean, straight edge hardcore came out of punk, you know, Minor Threat, punk band. They have more to do with punk than hardcore as we know it today. So, I mean, like you, I think it's also pretty cool too. And I'm into, you know, listening to straight edge bands they don't just sound like, you know, like Floor Punch as much as I love Floor Punch. Which I really do love Floor Punch. I saw them in last October, and it was fucking tight.
That's good. You saw the reunions, no big.
Scale Punch?
Yeah. I moshed.
But, I don't know, I think it's good. I think in the late 80s and through the 90s, I think the punk aspect of hardcore was lost. And I think that was a great disservice to many people that forgot, you know, you essentially forget your roots. You forget where this, you know, this form of music came from, where these ideas came from. And it's nice to see that, you know, there are people 30 years later reconnecting with the initial ideas, you know, that aren't just coming from, I'm into hardcore, you know. It's so
need some fucking changes. Alright, Division is just about people who tell you that it's wrong to label yourself and that you need fewer labels and stuff like that. And I mean, as much as I think that, you know, everyone should be able to work together and get along, at the same time, you know, just because you don't agree with me doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to have my viewpoints just because you don't agree with them. And that's basically what Division is all about. I mean, you know, unity is cool, and for the most part, I agree that, you know, things would be better off people united. But with that said, people should still be able to have their differences, and you shouldn't fault someone for having a label, you know, or even wanting to attach to a label. Like there are certain people who say, "Oh, I'm not going to call myself straight edge. I'll call myself, you know, sober." It's like, well, that's cool if you want to call yourself that, you know, but, you know, you shouldn't, you know, knock me because I, you know, plan on being straight edge for more than 6 months and don't want to just say I'm sober. DC Hardcore #1 on top.
On top 2000.